So this is a very simple iambic pedal that you can build with a few household items. One of them is just a wooden clothes peg, and another is a piece of spring steel that you can get from an old windshield wiper blade. So this is from an old windshield wiper blade, and it's still springy. We make sure that it's shiny and conductive, and we cut a little bit of it and bend it into a U-shape so that it really snugly fits over a clothespin. The goal is to make that U-shape just right so that the spring is flush against the clothespin and fits really nice and snug. Now, the next thing that you do once you have that, it's good to pinch it just a little bit so that it grips the clothespin. And I found that if you're going to err a little bit on its width, it's better to make it a little wider and pinch it than to make it a little shorter. If this top part is too short, then the ends kind of flare out when you push it onto the clothespin. Okay, well, that's not hard to do, right? It's spring steel. You just need a pair of pliers, a pair of pliers, and you bend it. The next thing you do, and I have this already assembled, is put a little bit of foil tape on each of these two tips, and those are the two contacts of your key. Put another bit of foil tape, except here put a few ply. I used thin copper foil tape, and I put, I don't know, about 3 or 4 ply on it. The purpose of that foil tape on the back is to push the ends of the spring so that this holds the end a little bit out from the contact in the front. You can't quite see it in this video, even up close. You can't quite see it. But it kind of keeps this piece of metal a paper width above the contact. And you can add however much extra foil on the back to the separation that you want. Then you just created 3 nice big solder pads. You attach your 3 wires, and that's your key. Once you put this in place, one little caveat is I found that the spring taken from a wiper blade is a little bit curved in one direction. You're probably not going to correct for that curve, but when you put the spring on your key, make sure you adjust each side so that there's a gap on each side. The gaps are going to be a little bit different. You might need a little more foil on one side than the other. And that's it. Instant iambic paddle.